Hey Tim, I did it. I managed to order an Apple Vision Pro from outside of the United States. Sort of. Last week, I made a video about how to order an Apple Vision Pro while living outside of the United States. So here I am doing a do-over video. Myself, I live in the 51st state, Canada. Sorry, Puerto Rico. To my surprise, ordering an Apple Vision Pro internationally is actually surprisingly easy. First, visit apple.com and click Pre-Order, Get Started. From there, pull out your iPhone or iPad with Face ID and scan the QR code. Tap the QR code URL prompt, and an app clip will pop up. Tap Open, and it'll take you to the Apple Store app. No American Apple ID or VPN required. With your iPhone or iPad, conduct your Light Shield face scan by tapping Get Started. Then position your face and conduct 2 scans of moving your face up, down, left, right. Tap Done when finished. Once the scan is complete, return to apple.com in your browser and click Continue. Scroll down and click Get Started under Let's Get a Sense of Your Vision. Proceed to answer the questions as prompted. I don't wear glasses or contacts, so I'll select No for each question. If you do need prescription lenses, to my understanding, you'll need a valid US eye prescription. After completing the optical insert questionnaire, scroll down and select your storage capacity of choice. Personally, I went with the 256GB option because I don't exceed even half that on my iPhone or iPad, and it's already kind of hard enough to justify spending so much money on a product that I'm still kind of figuring out a purpose for. Scroll down and select Buy under Payment Options. Under AppleCare Plus coverage, select No AppleCare Plus. Normally, I'm an AppleCare Plus guy, but since at the moment there's no post-purchase support outside of the United States, I'd recommend against it. Click Add to Bag, Review Bag, Check Out. Sign in with your Apple ID or continue as a guest. Again, your non-US Apple ID seems to work fine. Here you have 2 options, I'll pick it up and I'd like it delivered. I'd like it delivered is the more likely option at the time that this video is published. I'll pick it up is most likely unavailable, but if it is, feel free to take advantage of it. Initially, I wanted to do in-store pickup at Apple American Dream in New Jersey. I know, who wants to go to New Jersey? The strategy here was that I would fly in from Halifax, Nova Scotia to Newark Airport in the morning, take a 20-minute Uber to Apple American Dream, and within 5 hours be back on a plane heading home before midnight. It's just a normal business trip. Frustratingly, I took way too long to decide if I wanted to fly or use a forwarding company, so Apple made the decision for me when in-store pickups became unavailable and shipping time slipped from launch day to mid-March. Thanks, Apple! So I went with I Like It Delivered and used a service called Ship It To, which is a forwarding company which provides you with a local address, in this case an American one, and then they'll pack it up and actually send it to you for an additional fee plus postage. Once Apple emails me the tracking number, I'll go to Expected Packages, Add Package, and alert Ship It To that a package is en route from Apple for me. Ship It To also has a forwarding calculator to help you estimate the cost of forwarding your Apple Vision Pro to you. As I alluded to earlier, I failed to get an Apple Vision Pro for launch day on February 2nd, and I am very, very sad. Instead, it's estimated that my Apple Vision Pro should ship sometime mid-March. However, it is possible that it will ship sooner. Here's hoping. Perhaps the biggest concern for me that's putting my Apple Vision Pro order into question is that the Apple Vision Pro requires an Apple ID with the region set to the United States. It's important to note that Apple IDs with gift card credit cannot have the region switched, and after several Apple gift card promotions this December, that will be a problem. There are also several other limitations that you'll want to keep in mind if you decide to get an Apple Vision Pro when you do not live in the United States. Frankly, I find the requirement for a US set Apple ID to be a tad frustrating, because aside from if you have an account credit restricting your ability to swap the region, if you want to sync your files via iCloud, you'll need your devices to be on the same Apple ID. However, on your other devices, you may want an app that's only available in your region, like my banking app, for example. Now, a way around this will likely be having your non-US Apple ID for iCloud and an American Apple ID for iTunes purchases solely for your Apple Vision Pro, but we won't know for sure until we get our hands on it. I also saw a tip that you can buy American Apple gift cards off Amazon.com if you need American store credit, so that's a solid tip. It's very clear to me that Apple doesn't want those outside of the United States to get an Apple Vision Pro. For most people, I mean, that won't really be a big deal considering it seems like Canada, the United Kingdom, and possibly some other markets will get the Apple Vision Pro perhaps before WWDC in June, if not almost certainly before the end of the year. Are you ordering an Apple Vision Pro? If so, let me know in the comments below. While there, tell me what international Apple Vision Pro content you'd be interested in seeing. Otherwise, leave a like, or you risk your Apple Vision Pro getting lost in transit. Make sure to watch one of my other videos, because it'll make the YouTube overlord happy. See you next week!